We on, Sam? Okay, so welcome everybody. This is the map review for Vigil RC6. And I'm going to start off with RC5 and RC6 differences. The big one is there's this little shack here, and then they have an opening now at first. It comes through here, and through here. They just open all the time. So I would say that you can have snipers that can jump up here, and spies are the main one for defending, and they can come through here and kind of try to surprise you. So they have a little bit of a better and back behind flank route to make their move. On offense, I don't know if there's a big need to push through here. Maybe our sniper can come up here and try to work them on defense a little bit as they're watching the flank in that area there. So also could be a good place for our spy to come through. So that's about the value of it. I don't really see combos pushing through here too much, unless there's an extreme push. But usually it'd probably just be for spy and sniper that I would see the lone wolves. So, and the other change is around here. They deleted that third opening and added windows. So there used to be an opening right here. So you had three openings, 1, 2, 3. Now they just have 2 openings for the flank route. I don't know if that's a big deal. Either way, you could see through there before. You just have no line of sight right here. So not a big issue in that one. That's pretty minor. Everything else is basically the same, with the exception of maybe a window or something here and there, but not noteworthy. So, okay, so I'm going to start off in offense. Alon, you just keep watching, see if you can see where the demo's putting the trap. Probably more likely be in this building here. That's where I put my traps. And then as soon as the gates open, the scout, you are going to come over here, do a sticky check, just clear it, and then you're going to go back and work the cart with the engineer. So engineer, you're number 1 on cart, scout's number 2 on cart. Normally you both should be in cart. Scout, if you see somebody really hurt, then you can detach as long as the engine's in the cart, go for a pick. But either way, if the engine's down, then scout, you have to stay in the cart. We need to keep the cart moving. That's how you win the map. So push, push, push. Keep that cart moving, and we buy time, and it's all about time in the end. So I know it's not fun to not be DMing or whatever, but that's the scout's job, and on payload maps and on the cart and the NGs too. So, and then NG can build minis along the way to help protect against spies or jumpers, that sort of thing. So that speaks for what the NG and what the scout are going to do on offense. That's pretty much most of the map, what you guys are going to do. If you can push the cart, you get to a place where you know you're going to die, there's high concentrations of enemy, then you can back off, do your thing. Once we start bullying them and they start getting out, then you can go back to pushing the cart. We may task the spy to do a spy cap if it's really close, and say, hey, can you spy cap that? And he comes up, brings it home. Now we've got the spawn advantage, and it makes us easier to keep pushing that cart ultimately in long term. Okay, so the sniper is going to be on his own on offense, and maybe you could start working out here and kind of start working through flank. I think this is around where snipers usually go. They'll probably be spamming a lot through here as demo. I will be on defense, trying to get you guys out, so we just have to work that and try to bully them, force them back a little bit. This is the nest right here, and this would be a soft hold, the chicken wire right here. So our flank on offense, that would be our soldier. You're going to probably be running direct. You need to run direct hit to keep their level 2s, level 3s at bay and keep them down. So you're going to be the main SG killer, and that's your responsibility. And you might be able to get a good angle like right here, work the gun, and just keep that gun down as best you can. And I know sometimes it might be hard. Watch for spies behind, and once we get the gun out of the nest, it gets a lot easier. If they have a gun back here, you can be launching your direct hit and trying to hit the gun wherever it's watching back here. I'm guessing if it's back here, it could be a wrangled gun. So our combo, once our scout clears in through here, our combo is going to push up through here, and we're going to have full-time Uber, and then I would like our med to go ahead and take the demo in to get the gun. If they have a pyro and he's air blasting back, and also our sniper might be able to come in here and help a little bit, see who we can get picks through this way. But if they have a pyro, we may take our pyro in actually on the Uber to counter their pyro, and hopefully we can air blast better than he can air blast. And I can stay behind and spam the gun at an angle just out of view of the gun hitting me if the gun's here in the nest. If it looks like their gun's in a soft hold position, then our combo will walk around here and we'll probably Uber right around here. It looks like you can get pretty darn close to the gun with this little shack now, which didn't used to be an option. So that enables a little bit closer Uber and probably forcing them out a little bit easier. So the soft hold place is actually a little bit more at a disadvantage with this shack right here, because that lets the attackers get in closer to you. Okay, keeping on offense. So we're going to go ahead, take down our gun, and then our combo is going to start pushing through here. This is where their spy may make a move coming through here. So Pyro will be very vigilant, hit back behind us quite a bit, because he can pick up that pack too and that health. So that's probably what they'll be doing. What we'll do is keep working this hill here. Heavy, you want to take pot shots back behind you. Keep spy checking too, so you don't get the old knife in the back there. And their sniper would be pretty brazen if we're on offense to come up here and try to get a shot back here. So maybe what you could do to Pyro is just kind of periodically check, or Heavy, just dip in there, just make sure there's no one in there. Take a few pot shots to make sure the spy's not hiding, and then go back to working the hill here. So our combo, what we might want to do instead of always working the hill traditionally, I do have a good line sight as demo on their sentry, which quite often is in this platform here. I can put rollers right through here and work that gun, and sometimes get it down without us even having to use an Uber to kill the gun. If it's a problem, and I've seen some people put guns back here, so it's not on the platform, and if you see it on the platform, be sure to call it, so that's good intel. If it's back here, what we may end up doing is instead going to the mine, coming this way, and then right about here, I'll say use, medical hit Uber, and then we come and we get the gun, kind of do our damage through here. We have to clear out their flank first though. Usually we might have their pyro, might have their soldier, might have their scout, all kind of staying over in this way. So it can be a little bit of a furball. But doing a quick rotate, if we do rotate from hill, say we're going to go flank, okay, get ready combo, rotate now, and then we're going to come here and do it real fast. So that way they have to call it real quick, or we catch them and get the element of surprise, ideally. So, and maybe as we're coming in, we can just clear out the flank, wrapping through there. So, and then the scout and NG will be in the cart. Once the gun comes down, stay on the outside of the cart, mask your bodies to it, and keep pushing, goal is to cap, and then force them back to a farther away spawn. So, yeah, and then this here is called the flank house right here. And so once we get the flank, we need to go fast and furious, scout engineer in the cart, keep it pushing. If we come through this way, we can go direct and start building our nest up here. So on offense, NG, we'll keep the scout in the cart. If you can detach, assuming our scout is up, and build a dispenser here, and you can do a tele-exit around here, and then go back to the cart and drop in your level ones, that would be good. Maybe our sniper, you can come up through here, or up around here along with our soldier, kind of work the flanks. They should have a gun here on the cubby. This whole area here is a cubby, and this is where they build their nest. So dispenser too. They may have a tele around here. A good engineer is going to grab the gun and get it out before it goes down. So that may or may not happen. So we keep pushing the cart, and our combo, I'll start edging and putting stickies here and trying to force them and bully them to get the gun out, or to move, or to die, or kill the gun. And on flank, our soldier and or sniper, you guys can be here starting to work that. Just be careful of spies around here. Spies like working the flank too, so this is a good place to get stabbed. So keep your head on the swivel, periodically check, fire off a volley as you're reloading and look around. Just keep your eyes peeled for that. Try to keep your spy down. Okay, so that being said, okay, and then combo, what we're going to do, we're going to work here, we're going to come under, and once we have Uber, and if we're not getting a gun with our flank, etc., okay, we're going to jump up here, and I as demo, I'll be up in the front, I'll come here, I'll stand right here. Now our heavy will stand right there. You gotta be careful, you don't want to stick out too far, they'll see you. but you can stand right on the edge and they can't see you. And this is a solid wall, no windows. So as long as you're not up against the wall where they can see your shadow, just keep it back a little bit. Then that way we're ready to push in. So that'll be on this crate, and we'll say, okay, get ready, set, and go now. We may use the pyro if they have an active pyro as the lead in, but let's plan on the demo and heavy. And then pyro should be back here and come up with us and get ready to air blast their Uber. They'll probably have an advantage of Uber once we push in here because we'll have to hit ours first going in, so the gun doesn't take us down on our ingress. But just be ready. Our goal is just to get the gun down and bully them out so we have clear access to get our cap. And once we cap, now we've got a good spawn advantage in time too. So as we push up and through here, again, our flank will be our soldier and our sniper and our spy. You guys are going to be doing your thing, working around this area here, and there's a good place here to bully our gun at. So our soldier, he can be firing direct hits at their sentry, which often is there, or on the crate can be there. And our spy, you can be maybe coming up through here, hopping over, maybe going for an NG and zap gun, or maybe go for a med pick, maybe go for a heavy pick, or whoever the highest threat player is that we're playing against. This right here is called the orange room, and also IT because of the computers here. So we may be making our pushes coming up through here. And this is a common place for the combo to come and do that. Now you see a lot of pyros coming in here, air blasting back, or you'll see the heavy actually dropping down. He gets the Uber encounters. So it would be nice if our sniper were to be back around here and get the angle, maybe get a pyro pick, call pyro down. That's a good cue for us to come in and make our move. And while we're doing that, the scout and NG, you guys are going to be rolling the cart in. Usually the cart stops about right here in this map because of the threat. So they may have their sniper around here and their demo spamming. So that's usually where the cart stops for a while until we neutralize their defense, and then we start bringing it home. If they get down to a couple players, just everybody get in the cart and just spam as we're pushing it in. Heavy, if you're in the cart, you just keep firing, holding it down because you're getting all the ammo you need. Same with the pyro. You can just keep holding it down, fire, doing all the shooting that you need to. And then force it home. Yeah, you see the gun here. Sometimes the crate. Both very common spots. Here's a little bit out there because it's a little more vulnerable to attack. And then our combo here thing is we're going to call this whole area here sneaky. Okay, up here will be flank. Down here will be sneaky. So what we're going to do is we're going to come through the main, and then there's this drop down. As you come through the tracks here, we'll drop down, combo, and we're all going to come this way. And I've checked the head height coming this way, and they can't see your heads, even heavy. Just hug into the wall here as you come across. And once we come up here, okay, then we're going to go into the pocket. Probably the heavy, the demo, pyro will be here, and the med. The med, I want you out just a little bit and give us heals. They might see the heal beam to the walls. Don't go up against the walls because they'll see the shadows in the walls when we're all gathering up here. So ideally, we're kind of out of ways from the wall. The fighting class is med, maybe you're going to be back around here. Sometimes their scout is working here and they're watching us in defense, and he's making calls. He might say they're all in flank. So it may fail. Just be prepared for that. If we're doing that, we are a distraction for our soldier if he's shooting through here, and our sniper too. So it works out to our advantage regardless. We'll just have to see how that plays out and what the team's doing defensively. So that's about it for offense that I can think of. And Sam is spectating. So Sam, do you have anything to add on offense that I didn't talk about?
If let's say we get the cart really close to the last point, we could try to do what we did on Swiftwater again and run the vaccinator. Otherwise, it's not a good idea to run the vaccinator on this map or any payload map for that in general, as it's very situational. And it has good short-term Ubers, but with how slow you have to wait for a cart to get forward. Unless we're super hyper-aggressive, there's no point to run it. It doesn't get you much, and they're just going to, once again, win defense with Ubers on offense or even on defense. So just kind of use it like normal, I guess, except if let's say we got the sentry gun down and we get the cart really close on that chicken wire there, or that grating, we could once again, like I said before, we could run the vaccinator to just push it that little bit last lot more, and hopefully take them by complete surprise, as once again you can cap underneath the vax bubble.
I will say that Sam's good at running the vacs too. So hey, if this is not happening, we've Ubered and tried everything, and it's just not working. Then there's nothing wrong with this. Trying something else, switching to the vacs, catch them off guard. It may work. The other thing too, if we get the cart that close, then our spy could come in opposite side of the gun, duck, and see if you can run it in and spy cap too.
Well, that's the
Okay.
good thing about the vaccinators. You can kind of do that forcefully. You know, I can pop bullet, explosive, run in there, and then they're forced to stay in the cart. All the while, you could sit back and spam the cart with stickies and just knock them away. And same if our pyro could blow them away and just be, you know, a minor annoyance. While I will probably take the sentry gun fire, because even if I die, as long as I pop my Ubers, they are going to stick on the target until they expire.
Okay. So now I'm going to go to defense, and also I'd like to thank Sam for helping out because he's the one recording these demos and giving me the links to post. So thank you, Sam.
Yep.
Okay, so for defense, we are going to roll out through here to this spawn. We're going to come here, and we're going to have two places for the sentry gun. We're going to hard hold if we think we can pull it off, and I will do an analysis, look at the team, how strong they are, how well I think we'll do against it. But the hard hold, we buy a lot of time, and we're actually quite good at holding the payload carts. We've done this repeatedly in the past. However, if we have a team that's really good and pretty vicious, then we may want to play with a more passive hold and be ready to run. It's a little bit like Swiftwater, I guess, in a way, where you're quicker to bail with the gun and get out of dodge and set up in the next point. So if we call for a hard hold, then we're going to put our sentry right around here. Engineer, what you want to do is have it at a level 3. I want everybody, the classes, you know who you are, that are going to die for the NG. Then you can put the dispenser maybe back in here, and telly maybe around here, over here. And get ready, NG, I would say, to move the gun if it starts taking a lot of heat, and then set it up here, assuming we're going for a hard hold. And then our flank classes, our scout, maybe you can hang out around here and try to deny him as best you can in flank. Our soldier, you might want to be back around here and spam them. No need for the direct hit because you're on defense now. So this one you can do a splash damage rocket kind of thing. And the only thing we'll have to contend with should be minis anyway in the cart. So as we see them, if we're close to the cart, just take them down. But usually the cart passes the minis and they're not a huge threat when you're working defense anyway. And then the pyro. Pyro, you should be nice and close by the medic. The medic should be around here. I'll be kind of moving around here and between here and as demo, and then spamming the cart, putting stickies on the cart, trying to deny them that. And quite often the combos will be building up here. I'll rotate over here, put rollers up in here, trying to get the force. But the pyro, I'd like the pyro Ubered, assuming you're up. Try not to die around here if you can. Just whore off the dispenser, keep watching for spies, spy check all over, all the time, and be ready to take the Uber and thwart it and just keep pushing them back. Let them Uber first, and this should keep our gun up if we can do it right. If we're just getting out DM'd, then we have to retreat and fall back. If it's and the heavy should be around here too, being pretty free and liberal, shooting a lot of rounds and spy checking. Just wheel around, you heavy, and check behind. Come back, get your ammo right here at the dispenser, come back and do your thing. It's important that all our classes die that need to die, so our engineer has all the metal he needs. Setting up right here. And then rotate over to here. And as demo, it's a little bit tougher to get a good spam angle here, I've noticed, on the cart. Because without that shack, I used to kind of work more around here and then get a good sticky and roller angle there, but it makes it a little more challenging on defense. So some of the changes they've made seem to be a little bit more offensive centric. But so if we then set up our gun here, if it starts going down, then we're going to run and set it up second. If we do a soft hold, then we'll be back here with the sentry or up here, whatever you think, NG, and just be ready to move it real quick to second. If you start taking hits, maybe rescue range or whatever you use there. So trying to not let it die there. And I don't know, you may want to wrangle it. What we have to be careful of back here, though, now soft holding is harder yet with that shack here, because if we go down and we're not hard holding, they can come here and get right in your face. That gun's probably going to go down and we'll get spammed out. So I think the soft hold's not near as good as it used to be before, just because of the shack here. It blocks you hitting the attackers as they're coming in. So got to be more careful in the soft hold location. Okay, so once we get the gun, we move back here. This is a common spot for it because it reaches out. It can hit the cart too. And our flank, our scout and soldier, you guys should be working around here. Our pyro can rotate a little bit. I'll come and help us demo. I'll come and help the flank some too. I might put spam down here, rollers. If they're all coming flank, be sure to call it. Pyro, you're going to be the #1 Uber to thwart their Uber coming in. Again, you're going to be on defense, a very important asset. So try not to die, just get too aggro. Just be more defensive class and ready to thwart their Uber. If you die and you thwart their Uber, your death is well worth it. So, okay, so that's it. So once we are ready to pull out of here because we're taking a lot of hits and damage, and Spy and Sniper in this, I think you know the spots. You just kind of do your thing here. I think you see a lot of snipers kind of watching here. You'll see their sniper here, so you might be some counter sniping going on. Our Spy is going to probably be going through the flank over here and probably working them, trying to come up behind, go for med pick, heavy pick, demo pick, whatever the focus class is. So I think they have a pretty strong Sully on this one, so it'd be #1, but it's kind of hard for Spies to get to Sullies, so demo might be your #2 choice of target, and then mid. Okay, so once we are ready to get out of second, and if we can get the gun out in time, then we're going to come through this way, and you can just go direct right here, and we'll hold up in a cubby, the standard spot here with the sentry. And then our soldier and sniper, you guys should be watching flank here. This is called locker room right here. This is a flank house right here. And then this is the other next to the locker room exit for the flank. So you can see they're all coming flank. It would be this one or that one. And our pyro, you should be up around here spy checking, all around here, all down here, and be ready to take the Uber in to thwart their Uber in and air blast them back. That way, they're going to be trying to get to this point, of course, and they'll probably have their sniper up here. So spy, you also might want to be working the flank. Also, you have the opportunity to drop down and then work any of the combo folks that you have. So it's probably a good place for spy to work. Okay, and our sniper, you can't be super far forward, maybe around this rock or whatever, and just kind of watching for their flank. One thing, if you see they're all coming flank, I might try to see if I can get some spam up into there or over to here, which we've helped thwart them before. And I might even come up over by this rock. If that's the case, medic, don't follow me. I'll just detach and then do my own thing and then probably fall back and hopefully not die. I never die, so. Okay, once they cap here and we're egressing and getting back, then NG, you have the options to set the gun up. Several different places. We've talked about it last season, but here, down here, here. You can wrangle the gun to make it last longer. Maybe put the dispenser up through here. The medic typically hangs here. Pyro, you want to be around here. Spy checking coming out, but coming back to the medic. Again, you're going to be used to thwart an Uber. So we need people checking the orange room here, or IT. And then our sniper, you need to be watching flank, and our soldier, you can be out here a little bit, and our scout. Both of you guys can work together and be out here watching this whole flank area there. And just be careful of spies working around here too. As we get closer and closer with the cart, as they get closer and closer with the cart, just keep spamming the cart more and more. and just keep your eyes up in the swivel, make good calls, try not to overly clobber comms, don't say things that you don't need to say, that's typical, and we just need to try to stop them. Pyro, if it gets, the cart's getting super close, you might just want to jump down and spam all around it with fire. And then heavy, you might want to actually get on the cart too. This is where a medic might get really close to you with the beam still on you, or get behind a rock and keep the beam on you right back through here to keep you protected. So hopefully the spy doesn't get you in the pyro. You could, as you're running around, you can make periodic puffs kind of up high there to keep our medics safe. And then if somebody gets hurt, you kind of retreat and get health back here if our med's down, and then re-engage and stand on the cart if it gets that close. They'll probably be working through here if our flank is down, so just be cognizant of that. Watch out for the sniper sight line, because snipers do a lot of damage from back in here, and then spies coming up behind us, of course. So good, crisp, clear comms, and I think that's all I can think of on defense. Sam, do you have anything to add on defense?
There was one thing. If you go back to first, there was a point where it looks like we could easily get an environmental kill on them if they're just rounding the corner. So go for where they normally Uber. There should be like an open here. I can actually spawn here.
Right here.
Yeah, just give me a second. I'm coming. So if I was a pyro, I might try to wait for them to bait them in. So when they get here, we could probably wait for them to get around here, and then our pyro could come out from this corner, and then push them off that way. And
oh yeah, through there, air blast them off.
Yeah, because then that would be an environmental kill, and we could kill the Uber that way for patient, me and the pyro sitting here. So if we know they're about to come or push down that way, that's an easy way we can thwart their Uber, and make it take that much longer for them to get another Uber, and also whoever was pushing with them. So that might be something to keep in mind. Another thing is, if we're planning the soft hold, we could try to hide a teleporter in here, and then if our engineer wants to, you could switch to a Rika effect and just kind of see if he could sack for the medic. I don't know. I've literally just thought of that right now. I have no idea if it would be any good, but it's something that could happen if teams don't typically go for this house or don't check for this house, because you could hide it in this corner, you could probably hide it in that corner, this one. And so when it comes time and they cap this first point, obviously the medic's going to be around here looking this way. He's not going to be checking his back too much. Maybe the pyro will check his back, but the engineer could teleport through, go for the shutter, use the boxes for cover, and then pop, and then do a lot of damage to their medic, and then we could, even coordinate like a bombing from the soldier, or we could obviously push them at that point when there's a lot of chaos going on, caused by the engineer. That might be something to try out. I literally just thought of that. Once again, I have no idea if it'd be viable at all. Also, another thing, if you could get up on this desk here, that might be a nice little place to hide the porter, because once again, he doesn't need to build an exit. If we're playing the soft hold this, we're probably not going to need a teleporter exit or a functioning teleport exit anyways, and that's something we could use with it. So, obviously the engineer moves his stuff back, maybe he waits for a good time to do it, in which case once he puts it back, he's close to spawn, looking at his gun with the rescue ranger, and it's like, okay, now's the time. He goes into spawn, switches his loadout to the, basically, shotgun, pistol, and the Rika effect, and then can spawn for his porter to do that.
Okay, but what I would say is the only thing about having it back here, the engine can't get to it if it gets zapped. So he's pretty far away from it. If he has his nest up here and the tele somewhere around here, he can usually get to it to unzap it. So it's remote; it'll go down at that point.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if we're playing the soft hold, it might be something we could try out. Just once again, hide it.
We could test it. I like it up high though. That's good.
Yeah, I don't know if you can build it up there. It's something I need to test.
Yeah, that'd be the NG. I'll leave it up to the NG what he wants to do. He's experienced, so it's his call how he wants to run it.
That was just something I thought of. That might be a cool little strat that could really throw a team off guard.
Yeah. Okay. Good input. So, anything else?
No, nothing really else. That's the only thing I thought of.
Okay. Well, that's about it. So, Thank you for watching, and please give a thumbs up after you've watched it, so I know you've watched it. And I'd like all our starter players and everybody playing to watch it in their own time. That way we won't have to have a map review half hour beforehand. So anyway, give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching, and we will see you guys for scrims and the match. Take care.